NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Washington football team. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And right away he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Opening minute and already a trip to the red zone. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. On the return comes Drake. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man, that's Renfro. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Here's Carr to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And Carr gives himself up, but not before he picks up a first down. Play action. Now it's Carr. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
On second and goal, Carr. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Raiders. Able to punch it in on third down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going, and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And Washington has retaken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
From midfield, here's Carr. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Carr. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Washington looking for another timeout, and they get it. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Quickly a slant to Renfro. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. Fights loose, and he'll get it down here to the 43. An entertaining start to this one. More to come. On EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Heineke. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 117 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They'll run. It's Gibson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They'll run with Gibson. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, Heineke. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Logan Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Gibson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Now Joey Sly for the point after. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. In fact, if anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Now a play fake. Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On play action, now Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Renfrow, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And here's a give to Gibson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Antonio Gibson is an absolute dart with the ball in his hands, and he can make you miss, and he can run over you. Took a little while to crack the starting lineup as a rookie, but boy, was he sensational when he did. Went for 115 yards and 3 scores in a Thanksgiving Day clobbering of the Dallas Cowboys. And Washington, they feel like they had a real find when they took him in the 3rd round last year, number 66 overall, and he justified their decision.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A first down throw for Heineke. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 174 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. A run here for J.D. McKissic. Oh, big hole left side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. His second rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Sly on for the extra point. These have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The open man here, Renfro. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A big play there for the Raiders.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. On play action, it's Carr. Back to Renfro again, complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Carr. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to our EA studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Second half starts with a run by Gibson. Gibson gets hit and he fumbles it. And the Raiders pick it up. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So potentially a big turnaround brewing to begin this third quarter as this defense forces a much-needed turnover.
Yeah, this is a team starting to work in concert now, right? They went out and got a touchdown to start the second half, and now they get the football right back.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw his Carr. And he'll find Hall. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Carr. Flushed out right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. On second down, a run with Gibson. And some room to roam now. The 40. 20. 10. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory. Folks, 249 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. To throw is Heineke. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Max Crosby in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. A handoff for Gibson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Heineke with a third and goal. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. The handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Carr now to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Here we go on 4th down with Carr. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run with McKissick. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Now Gibson. It's a 1st down and more for Gibson. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A carry now for McKissick. Casey Hayward makes the tackle. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Working with 2nd and 5 now. They'll go again with McKissick. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Washington on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's McKissick, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Play action. Heineke looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is up to 15 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now Carr. Caught outright by Renfro. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. Flush to his right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 37. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. They will run it. It's McKissick. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And the play fake, and now Heineke. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now left side on the swing pass, and he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Here's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Throwing on first down is Carr. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Now Carr, got to have this one. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible two-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for two here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
They do tack on the extra point as well, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a two-point conversion. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll run. It's Gibson. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now third and 10. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
They'll go again with Gibson.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Heineke now. Escaping the pressure right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Carr to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Carr. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing his Carr. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end, we win. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming. The Hail Mary, they just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for Washington, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, the season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Jones Shorty.